So we're just spending some time answering questions that came up in the webinars recently and picking up on sort of one question in each of the videos. And this question is, did a lack of work opportunities inform your choice to study further? So no, personally, no, that's not the case. But for me, certainly, I was in a career, and I'd always wanted to get a PhD. I'd always wanted to study agile software engineering, and I used my PhD to do that. So it all kind of combined nicely for me, and I had to do it part time. Um, but I think where this question is coming from is that sometimes people study if they can't find work or they don't know what direction to go in their career. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think doing a PhD or doing any qualification can give you a bit of time to think, a bit of a time to reassess, to step off the treadmill, as it were, of working life, um, gain new skills, go and ask tough, difficult, important questions, get some answers to those, make a contribution as a result of that, and just open up new avenues for your own life, open up new ways in which to see the world. Um, do something completely out of your traditional sphere that you've been operating in. I interviewed somebody on the podcast the other day. Actually, he's an Oxford graduate, and he said that he thinks accountants should do art, for example. And doctors should study communication, for example. He cited lots of examples of where in his life he's done, non-traditional qualifications or non-traditional subjects or modules that he's brought into traditional degrees. And I mean, I know when I did my engineering undergraduate degree and I did a postgraduate diploma and converted that into a master's with a research project, modules that I studied there was innovation and HR and finance and law, and all things not necessarily directly related to engineering, but which expanded my horizons. It broadened my mind, and so use any studying opportunity to achieve that. And your chances are it'll open up just new ways of thinking, new ways to solve old problems. Um, and so if you do have a lack of work opportunities at the moment, and you're getting stuck, and you've got the financial means to go and study, do it. But try and get a breadth in your studies that gives you a lot of opportunities to go in and explore different areas. And then you can always specialize and go narrow, more narrow into a certain area of that. But if you are at that stage in your career where you're maybe not too sure what to do, or you don't have a job and you're needing to find some direction in your life, I think studying is absolutely fantastic. And I mean, you may study and then decide to go into academia and go and lecture or become a professor, head of school. Who knows? I think you've got to open yourself up to all these opportunities. And I definitely think studying and being immersed in academic life, and certainly in a topic that's interesting to you and close enough to something that you have a bit of credibility, which you can then research and do some work in, is also important. So yes, absolutely go and study if you have a lack of work opportunities, and it'll open up some avenues for you, and who knows where it could lead.